What's going on, guys? Welcome back to ARK Survival Evolved. Welcome back to the island. Just want to start off this episode with a quick little apology. Completely did not realize that I didn't have an episode pre-recorded for you guys, so had to make a quick little switch in the schedule there. So yesterday you got yourself the ASA episode, and today you are getting the ASE episode. But just a heads up, guys, traditionally it is Mondays and Fridays for the ASA series, Tuesdays and Thursdays for the ASE series, and then the weekends now are Far Cry Primal, and that comes out one episode on Saturday, one episode on Sunday. If there's any change in that schedule in the future, I'll let you guys know through a video, community post, the whole nine. But guys, we have a lot to do today. So I kind of want to give you the rundown of how the next few episodes are going to go and kind of how it backtracks all the way to this episode. So long story short, I think in order to take on these caves, we need Deinonychus. Now, in order to get Deinonychus, we need something really speedy that can get us the eggs and get out of there quickly. Something like, I don't know, something you guys have been requesting, like a Maywing. Now, in order to get a Maywing, we're going to need something to be able to trap it because they are really quick, and of course we can go ahead and shoot it and kind of look for it throughout the map and everything like that, but I don't know if we really want to do that. I think it's just easier to be able to trap it, knock it out, call it a day. And in order to trap it, we're going to need net projectiles. And in order to make net projectiles and in order to use them, you need a harpoon launcher. So let me kind of give you the rundown. Today's episode, guys, we are going to make ourselves a harpoon launcher and we're going to try to make ourselves a couple of net projectiles. I'm hoping at least 10. Next episode, we're probably going to head over to Genesis 2, I'm thinking. Either Genesis 2 or Fjordur, actually. And we're going to get ourselves some Maywings. And then the following episode, we are going to use that Maywing, which is most likely going to be a fully imprinted one, in order to, again, go back to Fjordur and get ourselves some Deinonychus eggs to bring back here to hatch, potentially breed. Maybe that'll be the episode after that. We'll have to see what happens. But just wanted to give you guys the rundown of kind of what my thought process is here. So here is the thing, guys. First of all, we got to level up. Absolutely awesome. Let's go ahead and put that into stamina. I think that's kind of what we're going for right now. We're looking to get about 150 stamina-ish. Now, let's take a look at the Deinonychus saddle first. We're not looking to make this thing today, but it is kind of crazy that the Deinonychus saddle is this early at level 32. Only takes 65 fiber, only takes 110 hide, and only takes 20 wood. That is incredibly easy to make. Absolutely awesome there. But today we are focusing on, of course, the harpoon launcher. So let's head down to, funny enough, level 43, which is literally what we just unlocked, and there is the harpoon launcher. And in order to make this, we're going to need 60 cementing paste, 60 fiber, 25 hide, 120 metal ingot, 50 obsidian, 30 polymer, and 40 wood. Now, there is, you know, it's going to take a little bit in order to get this stuff, but there's a bit of an interesting curve there, if you guys noticed. We need obsidian. And if you guys remember, we did end up going into the cave. We did end up getting ourselves obsidian. If you guys could tell, we're actually starting to slowly get that mohawk going in, even though that's technically a quote-unquote locked hairstyle. Crazy how that works. Here is the problem. We only have 13 obsidian. We don't have the 50 obsidian. So, yeah, we're going to have to go back into the cave. Yeah. Crap. Okay, well, there's plenty of other things that we do also need too. So let's kind of start going down the list and see what we need. We need cementing paste. We have cementing paste. Perfect. Okay, so we don't have to bother with that. Let's kind of continue here. Okay. Unfortunately, we are going to keep coming back to the screen for the next few minutes. So it is what it is, but this is just the way that I need to do it. 60 fiber, we can get easily, no big deal. 25 hide, easy, no big deal. 120 metal ingot. Now, that's going to be kind of interesting. 50 obsidian, we've already talked about 30 polymer, and 40 wood. Wood's easy. Polymer, we'll be able to get that. We'll go ahead, kill a couple of Hesperornises, and we'll be all good there. Obsidian, metal ingot, those are going to be the big ones. So I think what we're going to do first is, I think we're going to go ahead, we're going to take Cortado here, and I think we're going to head over to Herbivore Island, because I think that's going to be just the best place in order for us to just get a decent amount of metal. Now, once we get over there, of course, we are going to have to go ahead, make a couple of refining forges and all that kind of stuff, and kind of load up the boat as a bit of a, metal crafty kind of rafty looking thing. We will also go ahead and put a bed or something on this, but I think that's how we're going to start out today's episode. We're going to go ahead, we're going to head over to Herbivore Island, get that metal going, because the metal is going to take a while. So as that metal's smelting, what we're going to do is we're going to head back to the cave while on our way back with Cortado and all that metal, and then we're going to get the obsidian. So on paper, this looks like it's a good plan. It's going to work. That's on paper. You guys know this is not going to go well, but I am taking Cortado instead of the Raptor because, first of all, the Raptor's level 60, and if we do have to fight some stuff in the cave, which I'm really hoping not, but I don't know how far the previous Raptors kind of took the spiders, the arthros, and all that kind of stuff, so there's a very good chance we're going to have to kind of pick a fight here, but I'm really hoping... Maybe not. Maybe they drew him a little bit deeper into the cave. We'll have to see what happens. By the way, if you hear a little bit of popping and stuff in the background, not necessarily popping, just kind of like background noise, Scouser is in the room. He's not getting comfortable, honestly. I need him to lay down if he wants to be a good boy. Do you want to be a good boy and lay down? And he's just looking up at me like, what are you talking about, dude? All right, well, it's a sit. I'll take that. But yeah, if you guys hear a little bit of background noise and everything, most likely it's going to be from him. But yeah, let's continue, guys. If you find yourself enjoying this one, of course, take a second. Make sure to hit that like button. You guys have been killing it with the series. You guys have been killing it with the ASA series. It's like all about ARK right now. You guys are doing great. Thank you so much for all the support you've given both series so far. And yeah, let's keep it up, honestly. Really excited to see if we can pull this off. You know, even though we're kind of playing the same game, I'm going to kind of say that right now with ASA and ASE, because they are very similar. There's just a couple of little things that are a little bit different. But even though it's kind of the same game, it's a completely different experience, and it's still really refreshing to come back to this game now and be able to get the Harpoon launchers and the getting May wings when we don't have access to those for the next 5 years on ASA. And I don't know, it's really nice. But give me 1 second. He's under the desk here. I don't need him chewing at the wires or anything, so I will be right back with you guys. Oh shoot. Okay. All right. Well, we got a leads on us. Thankfully, it's not an alpha. Hit us for about maybe 15% damage. Okay, we're still looking okay. I don't really hear it anymore, so we must be in the shallows. I was a little concerned. I was actually thinking about just going beelining it straight across, but yeah, thankfully I didn't do that. That would have been really bad. Okay, well, now as we make our way over to Herbivore Island and hopefully don't get attacked by elites again, let's talk about Scouser for a minute. And just to give you a little bit of backstory, so when we got Scouser, we were told that he was half golden retriever, half Australian shepherd. Now, you guys have seen a couple of pictures of him and everything. He is pretty much pure black. And when he was a puppy, on his chest, he kind of had this little white dot. It was so adorable. Unfortunately, he's kind of outgrown that, so he is literally all black now, right? When we took him to the doctor for the first time for kind of the puppy checkup and the shots and all that kind of stuff, she kind of looked at us and said, I don't think he's a golden, even though it is possible to have a black golden retriever. I think he's a flat-coated retriever, right? Now, a couple of months later and everything, we ended up getting him a trainer just to make sure that he was always being a good boy for us, which he is, but at the same time, we wanted to make sure on walks that he wasn't a little bit too crazy around dogs and everything, and he did end up getting off the leash at one point, so that was definitely a bit of a scary moment for us. So he got a little bit of training and stuff, and his trainer said the same thing. Hey, maybe he is, but I think he's flat-coated. So you know what? We said, all right, fine. We're going to do like a doggy DNA test, right? So we ended up getting it through in bark, and we did the whole thing, and he was a nightmare trying to get it done because you got to stick this little swab in their mouth. Oh my God. It was almost like I was like, gonna kill him. Like, that's how he was acting. Oh, my God. You know, but then I can stick my finger in his, like, where I want the swab to go, and he has no problem with it. But the swab, forget it. Wanted nothing to do with it. So after struggling with them, we did end up being able to get our sample, sent it off to the lab, and whatever, right? We finally got the results. And he's half golden retriever. He's also, I'm going to put it up on screen so you guys can see this. I think he's like 30-something% Australian Shepherd, and he's like 18% or something Border Collie. And I'm like, oh my God. So, me being the little bit of a dick that I am, I sent it to our trainer and said, hey, he's half golden. You know, even though she was not fighting us tooth and nail, I don't want to say it like that. She was really, really trying to tell us, no, he's flat-coated lab. And honestly, if you look at a picture of a flat-coated lab and you look at a picture of him, they're identical, honestly. I was even like, all right, yeah, he's a flat-coated, you know? But, hey, the test doesn't lie, and it's really, really cool. Not that ARK is, like, sponsoring this video or anything like that. They're certainly not. But if you guys do have dogs, if you want to kind of figure out its Dino, oh my God. If you guys have any pets that you want to find out their ancestry, I do highly recommend it. It does take a little bit. It takes about 3-4 weeks, the entire process, but it's highly worth it. If you guys buy your stuff off of Chewy.com, that's where I ended up getting it with his, that's where I ended up getting the Embark. Yeah, you can get it through them too, and it usually ships really quickly. At least for us it does. But he is right now pulling out part of the rug in this room, so give me 1 second. I will be right back, guys. All right, that's all taken care of. Let's continue here, though. So first thing we're going to do, of course, is make a couple of refining forges. Now, for the boat, I'm looking for about 4 refining forges along with 1 smithy. Then I think we're going to maybe put a little bit of... You know what? Scratch the storage. We're not going to do that. We are going to have to be careful on the way back, though. Now knowing that there's a leads in the area, definitely going to have to keep that in mind, especially having the amount of metal we're about to have on this thing. Because we're not looking for 120 metal at this point. We're just going to load this freaking thing up. We're going to take every piece of metal we can from this island. And then, yeah, we'll be looking pretty good. So... Cortado, let me just throw everything on you. And I am taking the 13 obsidian with me because if we do end up heading into that cave and everything, which I think that's going to have to be the route, unfortunately, I want to know how much I have on me. So pretty much right when we get in there, we can break up to about 50 and then done. Get the hell out of there. You know what I mean? So, all right. But for right now, it's going to be pretty much just gathering a decent amount of stone. Like I said, I would like to just make 4 right off the pop, but at the same time, this is a little expensive. It takes about 125 stone each time. So if I can get at least 2 from the start, we're looking pretty good. But of course, ideally, looking at 4. All right, guys, so it's early the next morning here. We got our refining forges going. I did end up making the smithy throughout the night, and I went ahead and made a couple of campfires because we are really lacking in the food department. But I think in the near future, we're going to do a bit of a switch around here with this raft because although I kind of wanted everything on the wooden slabs, it just feels really, really tight and a bit claustrophobic. So eventually, in the coming episodes, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take all this stuff out here and we'll kind of extend it over to the netting here, and we'll do the same thing on the opposite side, and I think that'll just allow us to kind of breathe a little easier in here, if I'm going to be honest. But as of right now, we have a total of, let's see, 25, so we got about, what, that would be 100 metal, somewhere around there, plus we should have a few more inside of the smithy already, but we'll take a quick look here just to be sure. We are at a total of 191, so we have more than enough in order to make ourselves the Harpoon. And of course, we do have a little bit more going still. We got about 16 pieces left additional in each of them. So that's what, another 32, 64 metal. So we're looking more than good. I think we can finally head out of here. Now, where are we going to get the obsidian from? Do we want to go to our original spot? My only worry is we ended up breaking that rock. And I don't know if that's going to work out or not. I mean, we can give it a shot. But I think while we're over in this area first, I think the first place we should check out is the fire cave, actually. Because I know there's crystal in there. I don't know about obsidian, if I'm going to be honest. I feel like it should. I feel like that's kind of a thing. Like, caves have obsidian. That's kind of a thing. So I don't know. I guess what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take a look. But I think we're going to cross the body of water here first because, as we all know, there is a lead somewhere in the water here. I would hate to end up kind of going across there and ended up having this leads completely destroy the boat. So we'll cross here. It seems to be relatively quick to get over to the shallow end, and I think we'll continue up this way. If we don't end up finding any obsidian or anything in there, then that's fine. We'll head back to the original artifact at a hunter cave. But I know there's obsidian in the lava cave. It's just a matter of where and how far in we're going to have to go. I really hope it's in the main room, potentially the first room right before we do end up being in contact with enemies, but we'll have to see what happens here. And I think, honestly, if we were to only bring one dino, Cortado is probably the best choice right now because simply, again, we have an imprint on it. It's the highest level thing. I don't think a level 60 raptor is really going to do us justice. So let's get across here. I guess if the leads actually hit, our campfires are done. It is what it is. They've been cooking a little bit of food for a while, though, so we should have a decent amount of food in there. And I guess if it does break, I think we'll end up just having floating bags, right, which we can grab. So I guess that's not the end of the world either. But, all right. We'll have a quick look here. Really hope there's obsidian, honestly. Hello, Pegos. You're not going to aggro from the raft right now. I don't think they do. Cool. Okay. But yeah, if you guys aren't familiar, the lava cave, which is obviously going to be a very, very hot cave, is going to be right down here. I've spawned in this area before. You can actually start out your ARK experience in this area, and you can get some pretty interesting things, honestly, because you are kind of bordering a little bit more of sketchy areas where you could technically have a Rex right along this beach here. So can certainly get interesting if you end up spawning here in this area, but nevertheless, the cave is pretty much right here. It's a really good place to go if you want crystal straight away too. Thankfully, we don't necessarily need that, but it is definitely a good place to start out with. But we're going to go ahead and get straight into this. So let's see if we can get the obsidian from here, and it's relatively easy to find, then that makes it a heck of a lot easier for us. I really don't want to also have to head all the way to the middle of the map to like a mountain either. So let's hope one of these caves is not only safe-ish, but it also has obsidian for us to be able to grab. So let's have a quick look. Okay, so there's crystal. Never thought I'd have the day where, one, we have rain in the cave. There we go. Finally switched over. Cool. Not only rain in the cave, but coming into a cave with an Equus. Certainly not something that I'd imagine happening. Throughout the night while going ahead and getting metal, we did end up getting our next level here. So let's go ahead and put that into stamina. We are currently looking at level 44. Not too shabby there. Before entering the next area, I do want to have a quick look around here. Maybe there's like one rock. One rock, I think we're fine, if I'm going to be honest. What is that? No, it's part of the crystal. Damn it. Oh, I saw that little, like, shiny hue, and I was like, oh, nice. All right, so this is where things can get a little tricky here. And we're going to take this slow, because first I want to see... No, there's certainly not any obsidian there. That's my worry right there, is all of those onyx and spiders, and I don't see any obsidian right there. Okay. And none of those rocks are obsidian right now. Shoot. Okay, so not this cave, not gonna happen. That's not obsidian, right? No. Shoot. Alright, well, I guess that means we gotta go to the artifact at a hunter cave. That stinks. There's no other place in the area that could have obsidian. I mean, technically, if we keep going north on the raft, we end up near Giga Mountain. Which would be kind of interesting for obsidian. I think there's obsidian on Giga Mountain. I don't know how far up we'd have to go. That's the other problem. Oh, boy. All right, well, campfires are done. Yep, 27 food. That's going to be more than enough. And 28 food. There we go. All right, Cortado. Get back on the boat here. This is going to be a bit interesting going into this cave, but that's okay. All right. I guess while we're heading back over, I might as well try to think of other places obsidian could be, but I'm going to be honest. I feel like it's in mountains and caves, and the only mountain in the area is going to be Giga Mountain, which I don't even know if there is obsidian on there, and if there is, we got to go all the way to the friggin' top where potentially there's a Giga sitting there. So, not necessarily thinking that's the best option. There's no obsidian up on here, right? Level 6. You know what? We're already here. We might as well take a look, right? I mean, worst case, we're just back on the boat in 2 seconds. But yeah, I kind of assumed the obsidian was going to be the biggest issue for us. Now, the good news, too, is we have a decent amount of metal, which what we could do is, once we get back to base, because I'm not sure if I ended up making myself a... I always want to call it a scythe. Oh, my God. The sickle. I don't know why. I don't know why I keep messing that up recently. Is that Nope, it's just the shadow. Damn it. All right. Not there. What if we go up a little bit further? What if we go up in here? I'm going to be honest. I'm like 95% sure it's not going to be the case, but never hurts to just take a quick little double check, right? All we need is like one rock. Honestly, we get enough yield from one rock, we're all good. So it doesn't hurt to just take a quick second here, move around the Phiomia, and see if we can find some. Is there any by Greenob? I would hate to make that big of a trip, you know what I mean? But... heard a monkey. Oh, God. Oh, okay. Kind of reactionary dealing with that raptor. Jeez, what is that down there? I saw something blue. It's got to be another tech parasaur. Because if it was a raptor, it would have... Yeah, it's a parasaur. Okay, what level are you, by the way? 12. Okay. No bueno. All right. There is a part of me that kind of just wants to make the trip over to Greenob right now with the hopes that maybe it's there. But then it's such... that's the problem. I think we have to attempt it. Because if there is, that's absolutely huge. If there's not, it's a waste of time. But it's going to be in the back of my mind the entire time. What if, you know? All right, I've convinced myself. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, got a couple of raptors here, though. We got an alpha raptor over there. Okay, you know what? I was going to take a look at this area. You know what? I still kind of want to look at this area just to see. It's been a while since I've really been on this side of the map and everything, so I'm trying to, like, get myself familiar with what's potentially here. So let's see. Do we have... Ugh. It's fine. We'll just do this. Eventually it'll... Yeah. Do you guys really think... I'm gonna take a look. Nah. I was gonna say, do you think that maybe there'd be obsidian in a white drop? I don't think so, but... Doesn't hurt to check. All right, so clearly no. But we are getting closer to Green Ob, so I guess this is a way you can go to Green Ob, right? The downside is we're near the swamp right now, so that's kind of interesting. If I can get up here and have a quick look, that would be huge. All right. We are right on the border of the swamp. Now, thankfully, this isn't ASA where there's Dinosuchus around. But still, can be a bit wonky here. All right, I think we're okay. I'm going to assume no. But we're this close to Green Ob. We might as well go ahead and take a look around that area. Like I said, completely doubt it, but it's going to be kind of in the back of my mind the entire time of, like, what if? Why didn't we check it out? Another tech parasaur. I'm really intrigued with the tech creatures because, again, in ASA, we don't really have access to them too much. 84, not bad. But I admit, guys, I was the first advocate to say if tech creatures, well, when tech creatures were coming back, that they should only remain on extinction, and as of now, that is the case. So, not saying Wildcard has listened to me. If they did, they shouldn't be listening to me about that. They should be listening to me about other stuff, but... yeah, unfortunately at this point, I kind of have bitten those words because I miss my tech creatures on all the maps. But anyways here, let's kind of just rush through all this because I don't think there's going to be any obsidian here. And I know, guys, you guys are probably giving me timestamps right now. You missed obsidian here. You missed obsidian there. I know. Well, actually, I don't know, but it's good to know that kind of stuff. But, but nevertheless, let's take a look at Green Ob and see. All right. Gonna have to deal with raptors, of course. It is what it is. Again, we can kind of do our little kickback, and we'll be okay. But I was kind of thinking, like, yeah, maybe down there. There's also a ton of metal, by the way. What level are these guys? 15 and, like, 5. Yeah, probably. Okay. So. We have a ton of river rocks. Okay. I guess we should start down below and then work ourselves back up. I think there's just a ton of river rocks, if I'm going to be honest. I don't think there's obsidian here. Huh. Okay. But yeah, let's take a look around this way just in case. No obsidian in the water? Nah, obsidian's usually not in the water, right? Okay. There is no obsidian up here. This whole episode is just going to be looking for obsidian. Jesus. And we have no obsidian over here. All right. I think it's a bust. But, just in case. Because, of course, I'm going to get that comment that apparently there's, like, one node up here, and I didn't look. I wish tech creatures will give you obsidian. Make this so much easier. Just kill a couple of these guys and we're all good. Speaking of which, what level are you? You're level 12. Yeah, welcome back to the island. Low levels everywhere. All right, I'm going to go out on a limb. I don't think there's any. Funny enough, there's a beehive, though, here. All right. What if I go to the top of that? Oh, my God. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to end up at Giga Mountain, aren't I? I feel like I'm closer to base now than I was before. All right, let's just keep going. Screw it. It's fine. Barry, get out of here. Carno, get out of here. We can outrun them. We're good. All right, what about up here? This is like kind of pseudo the top of the mountain, right? Oh my god, look how bare the swamp is over here in comparison to ASA. Oh my god, it's so different. It's so different. Wow. Am I able to see what that is from here? Sarco. Okay, sounds good. Crazy. I mean, at this point, we might as well just go to Obsidian Mountain. We're right there. We're honestly right there. All right, well, getting obsidian one way or another. I guess this is somewhat then. I guess it depends how Obsidian Mountain goes, honestly. But is it Obsidian or Polymer Mountain? Oh, I think everybody calls it Polymer Mountain because you need obsidian in order to make normal poly. Now, we're going to, of course, try to get organic poly to make life a little bit easier for us. Did not realize you can get Bigfoot over here, but that's okay. That's cool. All right, if I could jump up on this rock, I cannot. Okay, I guess we're doing it this way. Hopefully there's no berries in the water. All right, we're good to go. Jeez, we're going on a big adventure today. Literally just went across the friggin' map just for obsidian. I guess the good news is, as we're kind of doing this adventure, the metal's cooking. So that's all good. Oh man, blast from the past. If you guys know, you know. What was there at some point? What series was it? What did we have there? Oh man. Good times, honestly. All right, we got to be careful of a lot of stuff here. There could be aloes. There could be dodecruses. Hello. 55, not bad. We can have aloes, argents, kentros are even bad if they get a little bit too close. We got sabers. We got, the good news is most things we can outrun here. There's certain things we can't outrun though. Like, hey, obsidian! Holy crap. Okay, is there anything around that could... Okay, you know what? We're going for it. Go, 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 go. Look above. Okay, there's argents. We're okay. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Don't give me metal. I just want obsidian. I don't care about the metal. 18. That might not be enough. I don't know why I'm whispering. Maybe it'll prevent the dinos from seeing me. Okay, how much obsidian? I left the goddamn obsidian on the friggin' raft. How much did we have? It was like 18, I think. So technically that's over 50. I gotta get some more. I have to. I have to get a little bit more. I gotta play this safe, right? Let's just get these 2 rocks here. No Kentro around. We're good. Let's just get this and go. Go, 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 go. Get that. No kitty cats either. We're good. Let's go. Get back on Cortado. Let's get the hell out of here. I think that's 50 in general, actually. Oh, okay, there goes the saber. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Did we get 50? We got 59. Okay, we're good regardless. Sweet. Okay, awesome. All right. Whew. It is nice that you have some obsidian nodes that also give you metal. Is that a thing? I don't ever remember that being a thing. There's a Rex over to our right. I really don't remember that being a thing, but hey, I'm not going to complain. That's absolutely awesome. Gives us a little extra metal. But I think what we'll do is once we get back to base, I'm just going to double check. I think I made a sickle at some point, but if I didn't, we'll have enough material to make the sickle too, which will make fiber gathering so much easier for us. But I do feel like we do have a sickle. I really feel like we have it already. But if we don't, no big deal. We'll get that done too. And yeah, we're getting that much closer to actually being able to make this thing. And then the next part is getting more organic poly because we need to make ourselves some net projectiles. So that's going to be kind of interesting too. Ooh, we got a couple of tech raptors here. What level of tech? Wait, what level? 15, 18. Okay, you know what? Screw. Go. I'm not going to worry about it. Just go. It's not that big of a deal. You know what? We got some ducks right here. Ooh, with the battery in the water. Nope, that's not a thing. Oh, got it. All right. Are they coming after me, the Troodons? No, but the ducks are right here. That would be some nice organic poly. Get rid of all you guys. Just everybody knock out. Everybody get killed. There we go. Okay. Tell me I forgot my arrow. I forgot my arrows. This is so stupid. What? So stupid. So stupid on my part. What the frig am I doing? All right, I just need to hit one of these. And hopefully all the Hesperornis are going to come over here. None of them are going to come over here. That's just wonderful. With a Barry near the water. Okay. Well, I screwed myself over with that. Let's see. Any kitty cats in the tree? No, I don't see any kitty cats. All right. You know what's even worse? I'm going to have to literally go back to the boat to get my arrows to then maybe not come back necessarily to this area, but we're going to have to come back pretty much to Green Ob again in order to get friggin' polymer. Ah, so annoying. Why? Oh my god. Really didn't think that through. Oh my god, I literally just brought myself back to where I just was. Oh. Alright. Oh, Jesus. Microraptors. No! No, no, no! No, 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 I want you to... Okay. We're okay, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay. Right, go. Oh, my God. I don't know how we survived that. We shouldn't have survived that, but oh, there we go. Sweet. Oh, crap. That could have been really bad. Okay, I think we're far enough away from the Microraptors. Oh. All right, and there we are, back at the boat. Awesome. All right. Let's get Cortado on here. I kind of thought we'd be able to go through this, but there we go. All right, so you guys are all good to go, so I guess we'll just take everything out of you. might as well just pop all the metal in there now, too, that we're going to continue to smelt. There we go. Put you in here, you in here, you in here, you in here, you in here. And there's our effing arrows. Oh, man. All right, well, that'll go. That'll go. That'll go. And that'll go. So, let's just kind of get an idea of how much poly do we actually need. I want to say it's 40. So we need 30 poly. Okay. Everything else we have. It's just going to be the poly. But in order to make these, you need poly also. And I want to say it's 4 per. So if I'm looking to make 10, that's going to be a total of 40 of these. So I need 40 poly plus the 30. I need 70 poly total. Okay. Cortado, let's get you on here. Let's go get that poly. Where are we going to go for poly? I'm going to kind of assume... I don't know. Let me think about that on the way back. What is going on with the boat? No. Come on. There's no shot. There's nothing in the way. There we go. It's starting to move. It's starting to move. Okay, we're just... Oh, God. Why are we shooting that way? Cortado, is it you for some reason? Oh, my God. It's Cortado. That's weird. All right, well... Let's figure out how the heck we're going to get home, since we do have a leads in the area. I say we just wing it. I don't know. Jesus, what level is this Hesperornis? There we go, 95, Jesus. I'm only getting 3 organic poly? And I need 70? Oh, shoot. All right, let's start moving this stuff into the house. Okay, so first things first, we're definitely not going to be able to take this yet. I think I should be able to walk with all this. Yes, I can. Perfect. Now, granted, we definitely need a little bit more poly, but I think in every other department, I think we're looking good. Let's just pop everything in just to kind of get an idea, though. Let's pop you in. You're going to go back on. You're going to go back on. You can just go in there, too, for now. You're going to go back on, and you're going to go in there. You're going to pop in here along with here, because we do need to start making some more gunpowder. But besides the poly, and besides the metal, of course, yeah, we're all good. Sweet. Okay. All right. And metal, we're definitely more than good enough with, because we have 299 on us. So looking pretty good there. All right. Can I move with this? I can. Awesome. All right. We'll pop you in there, pop you in there, pop you in there, because that should increase the spoil timer on this. We got about an hour. Cool. Okay. We'll be able to keep that spoil time up anyways. once we get a little bit more. We'll pop you, you, and you in there. And now it's the metal. Metal, I don't think I'm going to be able to take all of it straight away, so let's split it. And we'll get the remaining amount now. All right, cool. Awesome. Okay. So obviously the biggest difficulty now is going to be getting the poly. Not that it's going to be difficult, honestly. It's really just a matter of actually finding it. There's a couple of spots that I do remember finding Hesperornis. I guess we could I guess there's another option, which is head all the way up to the snow. But I don't think that's going to be a good call for us right now, especially making the trip we already made. No, I think we're going to try to get all the poly we can in this area. And 70 is not that bad, honestly, especially since we killed 3 and got 13. So it's not going to be too bad. It's just a matter of actually finding these guys. But I think what we'll do is we'll kind of just keep going along the coast in this area, and we should be able to find some, right? Oh boy, that's a 145 Sarko. Go, 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 go. You know what? Are we gonna knock you out? Get back here. 145 Sarko. I mean, why not, right? And it's out. Huh. I guess if we could find some prime meat, then yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. But I don't know. We might actually have to head up north then at that point. What gives you prime meat again? No, 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 no. Get back here. Okay, good. All right, let's go ahead and put you on the tracker just to make it a little bit easier. 100%. Perfect. We'll kind of watch that unconscious level, but I think we're looking pretty good, if I'm going to be honest. I think that'll give us a decent amount of time, but so far, we got another 9, so we are looking at a total of 43 right now, so we can technically go ahead and make the launcher, which is nice. But like I said, I probably want to get close to the 70. Maybe a little bit more would be better. So, because I want to say it's either 4 or 8. Oh, God, what if it's 8? 8 would be another 80. Oof. I'm going to shoot and hope to say it's 4. I could look it up. I could just look it up real quick just to make sure. Maybe I'll do that. Sarko's going to stay there. If we do end up coming across a little bit more prime meat, then cool, we'll do the tame. If we don't, though, priority has to be the poly, so we really got to focus on that. Yeah, okay. I think we're going to try to make our way over to... Oh, God, come on. Yep, go. Maybe this... God damn it. I hate these stupid guys. I really do. Oh, my God, these guys are so annoying. And they're so strong, too. I mean, like... Oh, my God. Very annoying. Very, very annoying. Okay. Anyways, we're back at it. Only got 3 prime. We got enough poly to make the harpoon, but I want to have enough ready to go so we could just make everything and kind of move on. Now... We just ran into raptors. Great. We can outrun them. It's fine. I guess the other option is we just go back to base, we make the Harpoon, right? In the next episode, because we're going to have to go to... We need to get to Gen 2 anyways at some point in order to unlock the engram. We can't unlock it here. So, if we wait till next episode to actually unlock it, maybe we can get Polly over there a little bit easier? Over on Gen 2? Maybe that's our play. What level's that Spino? 70. Nah, not gonna happen. I was gonna say, if it was a low level, that could be our prime meat source. That's a Rex. What level's the Rex? If it's a low level, 95. Against a 20 Stego. Shoot. All right, well, there's a little bit more Polly anyways. That Rex is coming for me, isn't he? No, he's fighting. Okay, cool. Ah, it's a level 10 Bronto. Forget it. That's not happening. All right. At least there's a couple of Hesperornises here. Might be able to just... Really? Might be able to get them out of the way just for a little bit extra Polly. There we go. Come on, dude. Come on. Oh, you're right here. All right, so what are we looking at? Grand total on Polly. We're looking at another 16. Almost 60. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, I guess that can kind of get us started. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to get that 145 Sarco. Unless magically you're level 10. Ooh, you're 15. What if I knock you out? I can definitely get enough prime from you. We're going to take a decent amount of damage here, but... if I can just keep this kick going... Oh, great. The Rex is here. Okay. Bronto is out. Rex is going to bite it, I know, but... crap. Nope, did not work. Did not work. Damn it. Oh well. I don't think the Sarco is going to happen, unfortunately. We're just not geared for it right now, which kind of stinks. Fell into our lap, but I just don't think we're going to be able to get it done. I think the focus is let's just get back to base at this point because we are at half health. It is going to be a bit of a trip, but I think we'll be okay. Unless we get more Microraptor. Diplo. As long as there's no Rex in the area here, Diplo will work. There's a Rex. It just pushed a Rex, didn't it? God damn, what level are you? 20. gotta watch our health. He's on the run. That's the crazy part. He's on the run. Rex is out. Oh, yeah. All right, there we go. I don't know what we got from that, if anything. Goddamn raptors, really? Oh, my God. Ugh. The timing of these guys is just insane. No. No, you're getting knocked out. I don't know if I even got any friggin' prime meat from doing that. God damn it, you stupid raptor. Ah! All right, did I get any prime? No, of course I didn't get any prime. Ugh. And now I gotta do this again with a friggin' Diplo. Oh my God. All right. Well, we're certainly getting prime from the Diplo. As long as there's no other Rexes that magically just want to show up now. The good news is we're not gonna take any damage, so it's just a matter of actually... getting close enough to it where I can get a couple of hits in. Just knock the hell out. I don't care. We killed it. Cool. All right. Please. 1, 2, 3. 3. I got effing 3 prime meat from that. Alright, well, guess what? 6 prime meat better be enough to tame this 145. If not, it's going to lose a crap ton of taming effectiveness. Oh, man. Now, I know it's a little bit dark right now, but we should have all the materials ready to go to actually make the Harpoon launcher. Let's have a look. Bam, bam, and bam. There we go. Harpoon launcher. Oh, man. Here we go. Okay, so here is what we're going to do, guys. Now that we have this done, we have a total of 29 poly left over. Now, of course, as I mentioned earlier, we are going to have to head over to Genesis 2, potentially even Fjordur, not exactly sure, to go ahead and unlock this. I think what we might do is we might actually head over to Genesis 2. It's just going to be easier to get Maywings and stuff from there. And then, in order to get our Deinonychus, we're going to head over to Fjordur. So I think I'm going to wrap up the episode here, guys. We finally have ourselves the Harpoon launcher. Next episode, we're going to head over to Genesis 2, get ourselves some Maywings, which means we are going to also have to make some net projectiles over there. And then we'll go from there, guys. But that is going to wrap up this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you all in the next one.